What's up, everybody? Sorry for the late show tonight. We were supposed to be on at 8, but we just had some things to take care of first before the show tonight. So sorry about that. But everybody that's watching, welcome. We probably don't have any viewers yet, but
Isn't
this
that a
is
first time
first time for what?
that everybody's waiting on me instead of you to get your technical difficulties?
Dude, I've been waiting on you the last like 2 or 3 weeks. I don't know what you're talking about, but
Gee.
but yeah, everybody, thanks for watching again. This is David DeBryan, the host to this podcast. Alongside, I have my co-host from Kimball, South Dakota, aka Daddy
Daddy,
Eats.
yeah. Let's rock it, baby.
Surprise!
Woo!
Surprise! What up,
Love
Eric?
it. That's awesome. That made my day, man.
I got you. I got you, man.
Heck yeah. Oh, it doesn't even show up, man.
Oh, I
Oh,
can I can put it back up there. No worries.
well, I know, but
I, I gotta I gotta get I gotta go back into Canva and put it on there permanently. So I'll do it
that's awesome.
for you.
That's awesome. Hey,
Hey.
what's the topic tonight? Like,
Ooh. All right. So for those of you who don't know, I made a post earlier today. I know a lot of people don't get a chance to look at it, but it is Super Bowl predictions. I'm super excited. I could talk all
it'll
night about
probably be the
this.
shittiest episode we ever do.
Shut up. Was that your surprise?
No, that was not my surprise. Oh no, it's coming. It's coming.
All right. Buckle up, ladies and gentlemen. We are in for one heck of an episode.
Let me twist my mustache for this. Like, this is gonna be crazy. Hold on, boy.
Oh, before we start, also, we are, for the first time tonight, we are live on YouTube. Last week, we couldn't do it because it said you have to wait 24 hours to start streaming on YouTube for your first episode. So we are live on YouTube as well. So first time, I'm excited. Let's go. Eric, what do you got?
Well, we better crack it like we always do, baby. Do I like? Can I actually show this on YouTube, or do I got to be like?
Yeah, I'll just cover our hands. I got two
Yeah.
small hands.
Huh. What are you drinking there, Davey?
Only the best stuff ever.
All right, so Chicago Bulls are in the Super Bowl this year. Against the is it the LA Kings or something like that?
Stop it.
You know what? This is probably one episode that Davey will actually like conquer, or I don't even really know what the proper terminology is, but like he's gonna soar at this one because this guy right here, I don't like sports. I used to play basketball, football, and then just got out of it for some odd reason. Who knows what those reasons are? But yeah, I don't do sports. I don't do video games. But this was actually kind of I think this was like 65% my idea to do this topic tonight.
I would
Super
say it was
Bowl,
probably about 85, 90%. You're
which is
all your
weird. Like at the same time, I decided like I actually thought if I were to root for a team in the NFL, it would have to be the Cowboys. So this is at that peak in time, like Cowboys just clinched a spot in the playoffs, which I don't even know what any of that means. Like they were going good. I'm like, yeah, they're gonna play the Packers. They're gonna destroy the Packers. And then here we are
boom, baby.
watching. Is it San Fran and Kansas City
Yes,
or
sir.
San
Yes, sir.
Francisco against Taylor Swift? I guess
Oh, stop.
the first year that females make it to the Super Bowl. Um, but yeah, it's one of those things that it's darn near a holiday. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, by the way, everybody, we're on YouTube. I gotta cut back on the swearing, so you're gonna be hearing so gosh darn it and gee golly and
I guess
silly
we
things.
just test run it too. You know, if it slips, it slips, and if we get told that hey, you can't do that, well, then we learn from it, and go about our next
Yes,
week.
we did. We're gonna learn it a lot tonight.
So.
So yeah. With that being said, I don't do football. I don't do sports. David does all kinds of sports. So it all starts on week one, like even before week one. It's like everybody's getting their fantasy teams rocking and rolling. football starts off. The office talk about football is really strong, and that's like really boring to me. But like the biggest thing about Super Bowl Sunday is the commercials, the
Yep.
Puppy Bowl, the commercials, the food. Yes, we can't go an episode without Eric talking about food, the drinks. Like that is what it's all about. The commercials are really cool too, but predictions. I mean, you got those people that like to predict heads or tails, how long the national anthem's going to take, what team, who's going to score the first touchdown. I mean, there's a lot of cool stuff that you can factor in, aka bet on. But like Super Bowl predictions, David, Davey, Dave.
Stop.
Who's going to win the Super Bowl? Like who? Now I shouldn't say who's going to, because like if you guess the right team, then they'll think that you actually have enough money in your bank account to pay for that team to win. So
No.
like, what's your predictions? Anybody watching this, by the way? No.
Yes, there is. There's one.
Oh, all right. David's mom, thank you for watching for week 3 in a row. No, but like David, you're going to give your insight on who's going to win the Super Bowl. The people watching it give your insight on the Super Bowl. Who's going to score the first touchdown? I mean, there's all kinds of stuff like that. I want to see these comments pop. I want to see David like click and be like, oh, look, it's Drew. He says this. Oh, it's so-and-so this. It is Drew. It's me.
It's Drew. What up, Drew? Thanks for watching,
Yeah,
brother.
thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. But hey, nice stash. I did see you were sending pictures to David, and David was sending them to me. So I think we kind of had I don't know if I can really say, but kind of a threesome there. And no, I'm just kidding. But it's a cool stash, Drew. I love it.
Oh, canceled.
Yeah, that didn't take long. Sorry to interrupt your podcast. No. Anyways, back to the Super Bowl predictions.
Yeah. So it was so
No, it's not. It's like who's gonna win, the Niners or the Chiefs? Go.
Man, it's such a hard thing. I would really I love the Chiefs. Don't get me wrong. Like, Patrick Mahomes, I have nothing but respect for the guy. Travis Kelce, I'm a huge Travis Kelce fan.
Of course.
I really like the Chiefs organization. I don't know, just cause. But I also, I really would like to see Christian McCaffrey get a Super Bowl. That dude has overcame a bunch of obstacles. He's the running back. He's the running back for the San Francisco 49ers.
Gotcha.
He was with the Carolina Panthers for I don't even remember how long it was, but that dude has overcame so many obstacles with injuries. He's had probably I think 2 to 4 ACL tears, and he's been out for the seasons. He's been injured for a lot of his career. He is so talented, and I really like the dude. I really do. I want to see him get a Super Bowl win, and I want to see my boy, Nick Bosa. I'm a big Buckeyes fan, so I would really like to see. He is the defensive end on. Let's see. It depends what side, because it depends what formation that the Chiefs are going to be in. But there's 2 DNs.
He's a Chiefs player.
No, he is a 49ers player. So I would say Nick Bosa and Chase Young. Even though, I don't know, Chase Young did not perform very well last game. He is another defensive end from Ohio State. So I got to ride with
who that is.
Yeah, I love both players on both sides of the ball. Shut up, Drew. Go Michigan.
Hey, show his comments. I want to see this stuff. Let's see it.
Oh, man.
Come on, let's see it.
All right. Let me give you a chance here.
Oh, go Michigan. I don't know what that means.
Because I'm a Buckeyes fan, so it's a huge rival.
Niners, 34-28, Kelce.
First Drew, touchdown. That's not PG.
Gets. I want to say it, but I can't say it because, yeah. Oh man, that's awesome.
Drew, go Michigan. I can't believe him. But yeah, I love all players on both of those teams, and oh God, as much as I would love to see Pat Mahomes win another Super Bowl, I really hope that Christian McCaffrey. I mean, the 49ers deserve it. They really do.
Who's the
They're
quarterback for the Niners?
The Niners is Brock Purdy. He went to Iowa State. Is the
Doesn't his
second
brother
year.
doesn't his brother play for the Jackrabbits?
No, I
No.
don't think so. No, he played for Nebraska, I thought.
Okay.
I
So
don't
who's the quarterback in the NFL that their brother is the quarterback for the Jacks? Maybe I might be completely wrong.
I don't think there's any Gronowski. Gronowski's the quarterback for SDSU.
Okay, well, who's his brother? Doesn't his brother play football?
Yeah.
No? All
I
right.
don't know. I guess I don't really know much about his brother. I just know Gronowski.
Well, like I said, I could be wrong.
Drew says no, so he knows everything.
Of course he does.
And yes, he did say Brock Purdy's little brother plays for Nebraska. So yeah, I don't know where you heard that, Eric, but you know.
Like I said, I could be wrong. I could absolutely be wrong.
It's all good. It's all good. But yeah, like I said, like you can't not respect Patrick Mahomes, what he's doing. He's been in the league 6 years. He's started for 6 years, not in the league, but he started for 6 years and he's taken his team to 4 out of the 6 Super Bowls. I mean, that's just insane, man. The guy's only 28 years old.
That's crazy.
So,
he's 28, so he's 9 years younger than me, makes probably 70,000 times more than me a game than I do a year. Yeah, guy's got it going good for him. Well, he's got one hell of a brother too, I'll tell you that.
Oh God, yeah. That I do know. He is a hellraiser. Oh my goodness.
Every family has that one oddball. Trust me.
How do you get Patrick and then you get his brother? Like his brother's like.
Aren't you his brother's biggest fan on TikTok or something? You were doing some dances the other night when I was.
I don't even have TikTok.
And I was like, "What are you doing? Having a seizure?" You're like, "No, just dancing to my homies."
So here's a fun fact. Drew is probably looking on Google right now, but it says Mahomes makes $1,000 a second. Per second, he makes $1,000.
Geez, I make that, I think, in 6 months.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
Yep. Yeah, it's always nice to see, like, it's crazy because you take their annual, well, they have a whatever contract, you got to divide that. Like, I'm really good at like easy math. So like 1 + 1 is 3 kind of a thing. So
yeah.
Like I take that stuff and so they have a 5-year contract. I divide that by 5. And then I take that. So say simple math, 5 million divided by 5 is $1 million a year. Well, the average person obviously works 40 hours a week. So times 52, I think is 2,040. So then you kind of divide that and it's like, wow, this guy makes $1,000 a second.
Like every time he blinks, pretty much he's making $1,000. I think, Drew, correct me on this. I think he signed a 10-year, $100 million contract.
So $10 million a year. That's not that bad. I mean,
I could be wrong on that too, but I think it's 10-year, $100 million. I know it's 10 years, but I just can't remember how much it actually is.
There was a while back, I had a customer that made quite a bit of money. And so like I figured it out, and the amount of time that he spent with me doing a vehicle, like purchasing a vehicle, he made, it was just like, holy shit, like that's crazy. Like what you just made in a half an hour is what I make in a month. Like what?
Okay, I'm completely wrong. 10 years, $450 million.
So he makes $45 million a year.
That's just his contract though. That's not including all of his endorsements and his soccer teams that he owns and shit like that.
What soccer teams does he own?
He owns a Kansas City one. His wife owns the women's Kansas City one because she was a college soccer player.
Gotcha.
So they're never gonna struggle ever. Like ever. So
back to who do you think's gonna win the Super Bowl? So sidetracked. I hate talking sports with you.
You love it.
I just want to know who's gonna win the Super Bowl. I can't wait till the Super Bowl's over.
I got respect for Kansas City, but it would be nice to see the 49ers win just because Christian McCaffrey, and I want to see my buddy, my boy Nick Bosa and Chase Young get a Super Bowl ring, even though Chase Young's been kind of shit in the bed lately. But
Yep. Okay, well, you're probably not going to ask, but I would actually like to see the Kansas City Chiefs win because,
Okay.
no odd reason, because everybody else wants to see the Chiefs win. So I'm going to be a bandwagoner. Yeah, because I would probably put some money on it that Taylor Swift will probably get a Super Bowl ring.
Yes, that would be one hell of a freaking.
Well, why not? Everybody
proposal.
else on the team gets a Super Bowl ring, so why wouldn't she?
Well, it'd be a different ring.
How about this? I bet the winning quarterback, when they interview him, like, what are you going to do next? And I bet
I'm going to Disney World.
I'm going to Disney World, baby.
They say, I'm going to the Eras tour. That'd be sweet though. Like if the Chiefs did win, and then like not only does Travis Kelce get a Super Bowl ring, but he proposes to Taylor Swift like on the football field at the Super Bowl would be pretty sweet.
I don't think they've been dating long enough for him to do that. But
they just started living together, I heard. So
really? So back-to-back Super Bowls, and you're still not Taylor Swift is turning you down for an engagement? I give it like 3 years or something like that. But
yeah,
who's gonna score the first touchdown?
It all depends who gets the ball first, because both offenses are powerhouses, and that's really hard to say who scores first. It depends on who gets the ball first.
If the Niners get the ball first, I know nobody on the Niners team, and so both teams.
Just sidetracked again.
Both teams, I know two people. I know Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce.
You said you didn't know anybody in the 49ers. I thought you were trying to name somebody in the 49ers. I'm like, you're wrong.
No. I'm just saying the two teams that went to the Super Bowl, I don't know, there's probably 30, 40 people on the team? I don't know. So say out of 50 football players going to the Super Bowl, I know two of them.
So Travis Kelce and Mahomes?
Yep, that's all I know.
Hey, that's all you need to know. I mean, that's literally, not that they're the whole team, but they have been the bread and butter for that team for the last 6 to 10 years.
Well, not only for that,
wasn't on.
Not only for the team, but for the NFL.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know. Maybe I'm saying that wrong. Like I said, I have no idea.
Well, you're absolutely right.
So here's the deal. We got 7 more minutes. Actually, we'll go 30 minutes into the podcast talking about like the whole sport aspect, and then I want to introduce you guys to the other half of the Super Bowl. You ready? Yeah, you have no clue what's going. I'm gonna blow your mind.
I can only imagine with your freaking brain what's going on in there.
Well, my brain's only about this big, so you can't be imagining much.
The next 30 minutes is going to be bourbon and food.
Well, thanks for ruining the other half of the freaking podcast.
I know you too well.
Anyways, so if the Niners get the ball first, actually, it doesn't even matter who gets the Niners. Well, it does. Okay, on the offense of the Niners, who's going to score the first touchdown? Who do you think?
Ooh. I think it's McCaffrey.
I don't know who that is, but sure.
I just told you McCaffrey is their running back slash receiver / quarterback. This dude, like this running back, he's more than just a running back. He catches passes for touchdowns. I think he's got over 1,000 yards receiving for touchdowns as long as like running the ball. So he is such a weapon in so many other aspects of that offense that they can throw a screen pass to him. They can throw a deep ball to him. They can pretty much use him on anything. He can throw a touchdown pass, for God's sakes. Like he's such an athlete, and he's just fun to watch. And he's been like that ever since he's gotten to the NFL, ever since he's been to college. So I think it's going to be CMC. That's Christian McCaffrey.
Okay. I appreciate that. You probably could have done tonight's episode by yourself and still be the same outcome.
Shut up, Drew. He's pretty much a David wannabe.
Who's a David wannabe? Me?
No.
CMC?
What are you talking about? Were you talking about CMC, Drew? Or are you talking? I don't know what that doesn't make sense. You should have another beer though, Drew.
Oh shit! I thought you were talking about me. I was like, sure, sounds good to me. So okay, on the Kansas City Chiefs side, since I only know Travis Kelce, I don't even know if he plays. He plays offense, doesn't he?
Yes. Yep. He's a tight end.
Okay, so I think he's going to score the first touchdown.
You think Travis Kelce's going to?
Yeah, Taylor Swift paid everybody to let him score the first touchdown.
Oh, no, she did not.
Yes, she did. Hey, she tipped everybody in that suite last week or the week before that or the week before even that, $100.
Yeah.
Because she used to be a server too, and she understands.
Well, because they all had to stay. They all had to stay and work, and so she, as her appreciation, she gave them all $100 tips. I mean, that's awesome.
That's chump change for her.
She's a billionaire. She just became a billionaire. I don't know if you knew this, but yeah, she's a billionaire now. She just became a billionaire a couple weeks ago.
Isn't that crazy?
It's seriously insane. Yeah. But for the Chiefs, to go back to who's going to score for the Chiefs, you think Travis Kelce?
Yep.
I'm going to go with Isaiah Pacheco. He is their running back.
Oh, you know what? I did watch somebody's Facebook post the other day, and they did say something about a Pacheco kooky guy or whatever. He might.
Kooky.
I don't. Pacheco? What was it?
Pacheco.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, yeah, my buddy down in Kansas City.
Yeah.
Springfield.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, Keith. He's a huge Kansas City Chiefs fan. So.
Did you just say? Oh my God.
I said Kansas City Chiefs fan.
Yeah. Now we're canceled for sure. Click.
Yeah. No, he's a huge fan. So he had some stuff going. Him and his kid were watching it. I was like, oh, just scrolling through Facebook because I do nothing else at work. And I just seen that and it's like, oh, I don't know what you guys are cheering for, but yay, go ahead.
Yeah. No, Pacheco, he's a stud. He's freaking so fast. He's so aggressive. You can't take him down with just one person. He'll juke you out of your shoes. Him and McCaffrey, that's probably going to be one of the best matchups. I mean, too bad they couldn't tackle each other because they both play offense, but it's going to be interesting. I mean, if the Chiefs win, more power to them. I mean, that's great, but it would be kind of nice to see McCaffrey get a Super Bowl just because he's never won a Super Bowl. So, wait, no. Did he win with Cam Newton? Drew? Did CMC have a Super Bowl win with Cam?
Why isn't Drew doing this episode with you?
Drew's too drunk.
Well, so I was going to write all this stuff down because I was going to hold you to these predictions, but then I forgot that we're being recorded live, so I can just keep track of the minutes, so then I don't have to watch this whole boring episode again. It's bad enough I got to be in it.
You don't even watch them over again to begin with, do you?
Yeah, that one with my favorite episode was with the foster dad. What was his name again? John?
Oh, John. God, I can never remember. He told me 1,000. Rothschild?
Yes. Rothschild or something like that.
Rothschild.
Where's he at tonight? How come he's not watching this stuff? I mean, we're going to butcher his last name. We should butcher his last name until he gets on and watches.
Rothschild.
Shoot, we'll be here all night.
Rothschild.
Johnny boy, there you go. Yeah, that's probably my favorite episode. This not so much because I just don't do sports. But all right, score predictions. We're not going to do quarter by quarter. We're going to do end of the game, fourth quarter. Who's putting on the ring? Who's putting on the shirt? Who's putting on the hat? Who's going to freaking Disneyland? And who's holding that Lombardi trophy? Or is it it's Stanley Cup?
No, it's Lombardi. You know. You're asking me what I think the score is going to be?
Yeah.
I think it's going to go to overtime. I think
You
it's
think-
going to be neck and neck the whole entire game. And I think the 49ers are going to come out on top 35-28.
So how confident are you in that neck-to-neck game?
I don't know.
Would you put $5 on it?
No.
Okay.
I think I
'Cause
have
I
like
would-
3.
I would bet you $5 that Kansas City opens it up the first quarter, the second quarter, lightly lets back the third quarter, and then just opens it back up the fourth quarter and takes it for a 49-32 win.
Oh, I thought you were going to say takes it for a 49-yard return for a
Oh,
touchdown.
no.
What?
49, Kansas City Chiefs, 49. I don't know how they're going to get there. I don't even know if the math adds up right. 49 to, what I say, 32? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Drew said 38-31 49ers.
No, I think the Chiefs are they're gonna take it. Drew, you're wrong.
Drew said he'll take that bet.
$5, buddy. All right. So I'll bet you $5 the Kansas City Chiefs take it over the Niners.
Drew,
Yep.
I'm just answering Drew again. Who is the best player ever to not win a Super Bowl?
Well, the whole Vikings team.
Yeah. No, because Randy Moss got a Super Bowl win, I'm pretty sure, with Tom Brady.
Oh, really?
I'm pretty sure that he's got a Super Bowl win with Tom Brady or 2.
So you're saying the best player not to get a Super Bowl ring?
Well, we
God.
just talked about Christian McCaffrey. He's
How about Tony Romo?
Tony Romo.
Yeah.
Okay,
absolutely.
okay, I'm wrong. He said I'm wrong. Randy Moss did not. I thought he did, but maybe he is one. He's
Go
up
again
there. Randy
thinking.
Moss was super talented. Yeah, you got me thinking now, Drew. Who is
The best player. And you
best
can't
player to not win a Super Bowl?
I mean, there's quite a few of them out there, I bet. Like, I don't even know. But you have to have some options. Like,
Yeah, Drew, give us some options here. I guess you're part of the show tonight.
like three people, 5 people. Because Eric doesn't know anybody that plays football.
Okay, so Eric said Barry Sanders ? That's a very good one.
Barry Sanders is pretty good. That's a good name that I know that one.
What about Bo Jackson?
Bo Jackson played baseball.
No, he played football also.
Mm.
He was. You ever get like those catalogs back in the day, like Bo knows? So like
Bo
you'd have
knows
like
baseball.
Bo knows baseball. He knows He knows track. He knows football. He knows basketball. It's because he was a multi-sport athlete.
Gotcha.
And so was I think I'm sure Dion was multi-sport too.
Yes, he was. He was a baseball player. So was Michael Jordan.
Yep.
Michael Jordan was golf, baseball, and basketball.
Drew said he'd consider Romo. Hi.
Yeah, Romo was pretty good. Not gonna lie.
What about
How
Des Bryant?
I was just gonna say that. Actually, how about Miles Austin? Miles Austin's pretty good. Was.
I don't even know who that is.
Didn't he play for the
Drew.
Cowboys? Number 55, I think.
Miles
Drew,
Austin.
correct me if I'm wrong.
Miles Austin.
Who else? Who was number 88 for the Cowboys? That was like always doing the X's.
Yeah, that's Des Bryant.
Okay. How about Zeke? Zeke's pretty good. I mean, when he was hurdling people and everybody's like, "Whoa, where'd this kid come from? Jumping in the kettle?" Yeah.
He's not so. I mean, he's still good, but he's not like he used to be. Drew's like Miles Austin.
What?
Drew, it's not Miles Austin, is it? Who the heck is it?
I'm pretty sure. Maybe who knows? Maybe that's a friend of mine that just no. What? See, I think he was number 55 or.
Isn't that No, that wasn't Miles Austin. It was Cole Beasley, right? Or no, was he number 18? Or Randall Cobb? Randall Cobb was number 18.
CeeDee Lamb.
Also number 88.
No,
Emmitt Smith was very, very good.
He went to a Super Bowl, didn't he?
Drew said Hunter Van Esch, number 55. That's who
How,
plays for them right
how
now.
come this stuff isn't showing up on our little screen there?
Because I didn't show it.
Oh,
And you're
gotcha.
on your phone.
Hey, I can still see it, homie. Yeah.
It's Vander Esch, Drew, to correct you.
Hmm.
Yeah, I would say there's a lot of good Cowboy players that play there that could be arguably one of those greats that never won a Super Bowl.
Okay. I think there's more Cowboy players than Vikings players. Like,
I don't know, Randy Moss. That dude was talented. Holy crap,
yes,
he was so freaking good.
yes.
And I'd put Christian McCaffrey in that. I mean, he was injured, but oh yeah, Adrian Peterson. That's another good one. But Drew, he doesn't know what 9 yards looks like, so
I have no idea what you guys are talking about. It's crazy.
So Adrian Peterson was close to having the most rushing yards in a single season, and he missed it by 9 yards. And then I don't think he ever got the ball again, or he missed it. Like he was short and he didn't get to break the record.
How about this? Okay, now we're gonna jump back to the old greatest person to not win a Super Bowl. We're talking about the Vikings. We're talking about the Vikings. I'm gonna throw out the old ancient name of Gary Anderson. Isn't it that who it was? Was it who's the kicker for the Vikings that totally biffed it? Yeah,
Gary Anderson? I would say.
Was it who's the kicker that there was like, oh my god, you make this, you win, and he was like, nope, not gonna make it.
Wasn't that Blair Walsh?
No, oh my god, I really want to cuss right now. No, it was
Drew said Anderson's correct. I don't know. I don't know that long of
who's the
Vikings
sport
people.
expert now, boys?
You.
I know. Now on to hockey.
Whatever. Drew, you just want to take over for me?
Can't do any worse. David, we're seriously 2.5 minutes past your limit.
I was just gonna let you know, like, hey, we are past.
All right. Has anybody seen any of the previews for the commercials yet, or any word on like anything? They're pretty secretive, but
some of the Doritos, they kind of given some hints for the Doritos commercials, but not really.
Yeah. I'm kind of curious. Like, I really do like to be honest, like the last year when I watched the Super Bowl, I watched the commercials, and when the game came back on, I turned the channel. Isn't that crazy? I just don't bother me one bit. So with that being said, Doritos commercials, now comes the food. Who is making, or who is hosting the party this year? Is it you, or is it your friend, or what? If you host the party, do you bring the food, or you make everybody else bring the food? Since you're hosting, it's just like hosting a holiday. Like, what do you bring? David, if I said, hey, why don't you and the family come on over to my house? We're going to watch the Super Bowl. What would you bring?
Well, first of all, that'll never happen because you always say your house is too dirty. So.
Well, my house is extremely dirty, but it's easier for me because I live with my daughter. Excuse me. Like, it's so much easier with these temperatures and your kid. It's so much easier for me and my kid to come to your house.
Oh, I don't care. I'm just giving you shit. I'm just giving you crap.
Not the question I asked you, though. You're sidetracking me, boy.
Manipulation.
Yeah. So, anyways, what would you bring?
So, I've been through multiple Super Bowl parties. It's usually just like Smokies. That's like a must. Barbecue Smokies.
Okay, I need to interrupt you because I got
God.
I know, because every time you say a food, I'm going to be like, I know how you can do this, make this better. Here's the deal.
Come on.
You go to the grocery store, you get 2 packs of frozen meatballs, 2 packages of Little Smokies, 2 cans of crushed pineapple, 3 to 4 jalapenos. You go home. Oh, yeah, don't forget about your 2 jars of barbecue sauce. You go, oh, hey, Drew, I'm getting some good stuff here. Smokies, and then you put the meatballs in the little pan, and then you put the crushed pineapple. You chop up your jalapenos, like slice them in there, throw them in there, throw all of this stuff in a pan, smoke it for 2 hours. Oh yeah. Oh my God, it's amazing.
Sounds so good.
Okay, now tell me, what else would you bring? Oh, by the way, this is the surprise we're talking about, because you talked about sports. We're talking about my favorite, food.
I knew it had something to do with food. I know you too well.
Yes. What else would you bring?
Obviously you got to have the chips and dip. You got to have your different kinds of quesos, your different types of so from Iowa, there's people call it either chips and dip, or they should call it barf dip, which is
barf dip.
Yeah, it's kind of gross to say it that way.
Yeah, because it's barf.
Yeah, but it's
what goes in it?
You got like meat, you got the cheese, you got the.
Oh, okay.
I don't know about sour cream, or I forget what else that you put in there, but
cream cheese, I bet it is.
Yes, cream cheese, and then so you just mix that all up with some meat in there, and that's what's your barf dip or whatever. But definitely your chips and dip. Obviously, you got to have those. I would say maybe. So what?
Smoked queso?
No, I haven't.
Oh yeah, I make some pretty good smoked queso.
All right, you're bringing that over.
All right, what else? What else would you bring? What's a good option?
I would say sliders. Sliders are a great thing too.
Yes. Oh, so I hate to interrupt you one more time, but last time we were at your house, I think I had I brought over potato soup. The next day we came over, or like came back home, my daughter was like, "Hey, do we have any of those sandwiches that David's wife made?" And I was like, "What? No, there wasn't any left." Oh, Drew Pinwheels, baby.
Yes, Whoa. Pinwheels. Good job. Yes. Good one, Drew. Love that.
Pickled wraps, like pickle wraps,
yep.
you know?
Yep. With the ham.
Yeah. So do you like make a meal, or does everybody just bring over like an appetizer kind of a thing? Or like, I don't know, man. It's crazy. Like pizza, that's another good one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but you got to cut. You got wings. Oh my God, David, I can throw some mad wings on the smoker too, buddy.
You need to. Yeah. You told me you're gonna make it up to me. This is the time to make up for it, here.
I wish I had I seriously wish I had one of those big smokers you pull behind like a semi truck that you just open up and you throw millions of pounds of food in there. I love cooking. I love eating, and I love drinking.
But we're broke dads from the Midwest, so we can't afford a truckload.
Yeah, no kidding. But another thing that would be delicious, orange chicken, like Chinese.
Oh yeah.
Host makes main dish. Everyone else brings other things.
I'm guessing Drew's having us come over then.
Does he live in Sioux Falls?
No, he lives in Pierre.
There's nothing good in Pierre other than hunting and fishing.
He'd probably agree with you.
So it's actually kind of funny because I had a customer that he was in today, was in Sunday. Now he was in today, and they own a Chinese restaurant in Mitchell, Twin Dragon. And I told him, he says he's got the best orange chicken on this side of the Missouri River.
Ooh,
so we got to make
a bold statement.
I don't know, man. Like, I think we got to put it to the test. But if I lived in Mitchell, you darn tootin', I would go to Twin Dragon, and I would probably order like a big dish of it, because who doesn't like orange chicken? You like orange chicken?
Drew's, I love orange chicken. Drew's like, isn't that also the only good thing about South Dakota? I'm like, what, orange chicken?
Chislic would be another good thing to bring.
Yes. Hey, I thought you were asking me.
I know, I'm just giving you ideas.
Okay, Chislic.
Okay, Chislic and cheese balls.
Yes, cheese balls.
How about tamales, like burritos, like mini burritos?
Yeah.
What else?
Get my mother-in-law to make some.
Yes.
She doesn't watch sports, but I mean, she could.
So
carne asada. Is that a substitute for anything? I mean, that's kind of like a full meal, but oh man, I would not be mad about it.
Excuse me. This fashion mold is getting the best of me.
Damn,
But yes,
Drew. Fried pickles? That's another
fried
good one.
pickles. Yeah.
I like that.
God, Drew, do you weigh like 300 pounds? Because you got some really good food ideas. Oh, man.
Dude, you guys, I'm telling you, you guys eat food like it's out of style. Drew's also got 4 kids, so, he's got to cook everything.
Oh, man. So the other thing on top of the food is like desserts. What would you be like? I'm a kind of guy that if I eat something, I have to offset my palate with something sweet. So, what do you bring for a sweet or like kind of a dessert-ish kind of a thing?
Hmm.
Can I tell you what I would bring?
No, it's my
Okay,
my turn.
so I was invited to a 4th of July party one time.
It's my turn.
And I know it's your turn, but I'm still going to talk. And I went to the grocery store and I bought like $20 worth of gummy candy. And I dumped it all into like a big dish. And I sat that out at the 4th of July party. You should have seen the look on those kids' faces. There's probably 100 kids in there. And they were like, wow, this is awesome.
If John was here, he'd be like, melatonin gummies.
You know what? That's funny. That will always be funny. That's good stuff.
I said John, right? Not Josh. I think I said John. I hope to God I said John.
Yes. So yeah, or cheesecake bites. I love cheesecake.
I don't like cheesecake very much.
Well, we might have to split ways here soon. Well, what's your go-to dessert or like cookies? Would you do cookies?
I guess you just want to talk the rest of this time. I guess I'm not even gonna get to tell my.
Hey, I'm asking you a question, man.
You keep asking me, and they're like, actually, no, actually, I'll do this, this, and this, and then like, actually, let's go back to you. Let's let you answer. Oh wait, but now I'm gonna talk again. God.
All right. Now, what would you bring?
All right. Nah.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Cancel this guy.
Jeez, I've been thinking the same thing since about 5 minutes into this podcast. The first episode.
Okay, yeah, that first episode was awful. I would have canceled myself too.
God, we need to find a way to get that.
I don't want it. I can get it, but I don't want it.
I want to air that episode, man, because I think if everybody had to guess what animal you'd be, it'd probably be an hummingbird. Oh, okay.
Am I gonna actually get to tell what my idea would be?
Yes, hurry up. We got 2 more minutes to talk about dessert, then we're on to our next topic.
Whatever. All right. I would say either Oreo dessert or Snickers salad.
It's Snickers salad.
Something that's easy, Yes. That's what I would bring, honestly. No one's gonna say no to that. Drew said brownies with caramel on top. Damn, Drew.
Yes. Hot brownies are always good.
Hey.
I'm just kidding. Okay. So it's like you got your main course, you got your dessert, you got all your side pieces. So the last thing to talk about, we've already talked about the sports teams. Fine. What do you think is the last thing you got to need for a Super Bowl party?
Drinks?
Yes. Watch this. This is cool. We'll see if it works.
So you get for it.
Well, I told my daughter, I said, hey, if you hear the bring me another beer. And obviously that clap on switch is broke. Even with me talking extremely loud here, she still doesn't.
Let's try it again.
That's the 3rd time. But anyways, good thing I have a little bit here.
You're making me look stupid over here.
Exactly. So you got kids, you got adults, you got teens, like drinks. What do you bring for drinks? Do you bring water, milk, juice, sodas, Shirley Temple, Roy Rogers? Do you bring Captain Morgan? Do you bring whiskey? Do you bring bourbon, vodka, tequila, beers?
Jeez.
Do you bring the old-fashioned mullet, which is actually, I'm kind of surprised This is Lupulin Brewing here. Says Big Lake, Minnesota, but there is a Lupulin in Sioux Falls here. They got some good stuff on tap. So, yeah, like, do you bring the old Bud Light? Do you bring Coors Light, Budweiser? What do you bring? I know, Davey, whatever I bring, you'll drink. But if you had to bring a drink to a party, what would you bring?
So obviously you got kids, so maybe some Capri Suns. Throw those in there.
Yeah, some of those juice boxes. Yep, good
Juice
idea.
boxes. Obviously, you got to have water because not everybody likes soda. Not everybody likes things sugary. So just plain water. That's another option.
Okay.
Soda. So soda, water, Capri Sun.
Soda water. You ever had soda water before? It stuff's nasty.
Voss? Never had Voss?
No, soda water.
Yeah, it's not the greatest, but
no. So it's soda and water, right?
Yes.
Okay. So here's the question: do you use tap water? Do you get a gallon jug of water, or do you just get the mini bottles of water? What's like the easiest thing, like cleanup? Because if you're hosting,
the bottles of water for sure. That's just the easiest thing.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna host, I mean, obviously you don't want 50 people in your house trashing it over a stupid football game. So,
yep.
Yeah, I mean, it's convenient, and yeah. So my clapper's still broke, I see.
I would say no to like the tequila, the liquor, just because most Super Bowls are on a weekday. So most people have to get up and go to work the next day. Nobody really wants to be hungover for the Super Bowl on a weekday.
Super Bowl is on a weekday. Do you realize what you just said?
What?
Super Bowl is on Sunday, which is not a weekday.
They gotta work the next day.
Gotcha.
Okay, weekend. So yeah, that's what I meant. Is like the next day. Usually, people have to get up and go to work. So I would say just beer, like for the adults. Just keep it classy, not get too crazy. I know most people, if they don't have to work or whatever, maybe they'll turn up a little bit. But I would just say, just keep it classy with beer and some water, Capri Sun, and soda, if that's what they want. So
I agree with you. I definitely agree. So when do you kick everybody out of your house if you're hosting? Is it like right after the Super Bowl? Is it a minute left in the Super Bowl? Or do you give them like a half hour after the Super Bowl to filter out?
It depends what time the Super Bowl starts.
Doesn't it usually start at the same time?
It's like, I think it's been later in the past, but usually it starts at what, 5:30 or something like that? 6?
Oh, really? I thought it was like 7.
I think usually it's earlier, but I could be. It started different times.
Drew, what time does the Super Bowl start? You're our kind of our.
Yep. Also, Drew said Super Bowl Monday needs to be a holiday. Trump will pass it when president again.
Jeez.
Oh, also he said 5 p.m. So yeah, it is at 5. I was kind of right.
Okay.
So say a football game is 3.5 hours usually to 4 hours. Usually 3.5 hours.
Yep. But then you got the halftime show. So let's say 4 hours.
Let's say 4 hours. So
9 o'clock.
I would say shortly after the game gets over, just because if you're bringing your kids over there, they got to get to bed. They got to go to school the next day. That's pretty much, that's what I would think is just like maybe 15 minutes after the game's over. I don't know. Or leaving right after, I guess. I don't know.
Okay. Here's another question. Do you let them take what they brought? So they bring a case of beer, or they bring like some pre-made, so like Drew said, pinwheels. So they bring 3 dozen pinwheels and they eat half of them. Do they be like, oh, I'm going to take these, and then you're like, oh, wait a minute, let me get some of those? Or do you just let them take it? Do you not let them take it? I mean, there's a lot of planning into this thing.
This is where you bring your own Tupperware, remember?
Oh, hey, check this out. Next time I come to your house, I will bring my own Tupperware.
Well, I don't have to worry about you taking your own food because you usually leave all your shit here. So
I know you still got my crock pot, you jerk.
I know it's clean. It's on top of the fridge, waiting for some more potato soup.
I don't even know what I brought home in this.
Was that ours?
Yeah, that's yours. That's why I brought it up.
I was like, wait a second, that looks familiar.
You know, it's funny. Every time we get ready to go over to your house on Sunday, if nobody knows, every Sunday, except for last Sunday because I had to work, me and David get together and we have this big plan of we're going to plan out the episode for the week, for the month, for the next 2 weeks. I bring my kid over, we eat some good food, and we swear up and down we're not going to play any games. We're going to talk nothing but podcast. And so we eat. Lucy decides to play a game. Yep, categories, and or the Switch.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden it's all right. We're gonna get going. Wait a minute. We got questions about the podcast, and we've been over there for 3 hours, and we just talked 2 minutes about the podcast.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes.
It's crazy, but yes, I honestly don't know what I brought this in or what you sent home.
Well, because you brought soup, or was it the sliders? Did you guys bring sliders back?
It might have been the sliders. Those were really
That's what
good.
I would think. Yeah, they were. They were so good.
She needs to make those again.
I'll tell her to do like the hamburger sliders this time.
Perfect. Yeah, we were gonna do breakfast last week, but I had to work.
I say we do it. I'd say we do it this week.
Yeah, but you got to make sliders.
You never mix food?
No. Oh, I was gonna do biscuits and gravy.
What if we did sausage sliders? But she doesn't like sausage, so.
Oh, so okay.
Keep your thoughts to yourself, Drew.
Does she like bacon?
Breakfast sliders. Oh yeah, she does like bacon. She loves bacon.
Okay. I think we do pancakes, eggs, and some bacon.
Yes. With peanut butter.
Yes, you have to melt the peanut butter and you drizzle it over chocolate chip pancakes. Hear me out here. We got a couple minutes before we get into the dad jokes. Whoop, whoop. Anyways, chocolate chip pancakes, and you layer them. In between the layers, you do sliced bananas. Once you get to 3, 4, 5, or even maybe 6 pancakes high, whipped cream. That's my sound effects of a can of whipped cream.
Could do it one more time.
And you stack that about this high, and then you take 1 to 2 cups of peanut butter, put it in a microwavable safe container. You melt it just a little bit, like 30 seconds, just to get it all nice and runny. You drizzle that all over your pancakes. That's me drizzling. Flat top breakfast is my favorite thing to do in the summer. Breakfast on the deck. All right, Drew, let us know when you're doing that. We'll be right over.
Yep, it'll only take us 3 hours.
It will actually take 3 hours to drive here, but anyways, you drizzle the peanut butter over, and then you have chocolate chip banana peanut butter pancakes.
I've never tried banana on pancakes, but I feel like it'd be good.
Oh yeah, well, chocolate. You ever had like chocolate, peanut butter, and bananas? Some kind of mixture, whether it be ice cream or it's the same concept, but better.
But Karen doesn't like bananas either.
Well, I didn't ask her what she liked. Dude, like I'm telling you, like you name a pancake. My favorite pancake is the toad in the hole. You put an egg down, like a fried egg, pour pancake batter around it, cook it, flip it, serve it, eat it. Yummy. Oreo pancake, pineapple upside down pancake, chocolate chip pancake, strawberry pancakes, blueberry pancakes, confetti pancakes. I should be called the cake king.
You should be called the food king.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that's why I made my own nickname of Daddy Eats.
I'll have to get that added to your name. Hopefully this week.
Last night we had tuna noodle casserole. I don't know if anybody likes tuna noodle casserole. I love it. So
good.
It was delicious. And if you have TikTok, it's actually kind of funny because I watched like 3 episodes of this lady making food before I realized it was my sister's TikTok. Yeah. Walk by Faith on TikTok. It's like walk_by_faith. That's my sister and her TikTok. She's not paying me for this. I wish she would. Actually, if you do see this, you could make me some of those cupcakes. But she's got like French bread that she cuts up and makes French toast out of. She made some chili, the tuna noodle casserole, and yeah, wasn't enough leftover casserole from last night, so I gave it to Lucy for dinner tonight, which there was more than plenty. I ended up getting Casey's pizza for dinner, which was still good, but I'd rather have that tuna noodle casserole tonight. So after our dad jokes here coming up in 30 seconds, once this episode ends, yeah, you can watch the timer, Drew. I'm going to go make myself some tuna noodle casserole.
Ooh.
God, it's so good.
Sounds good. We were supposed to have spaghetti with meatballs tonight, but then Karen's like, I don't want to cook. I'm like, it's fine.
You know who makes good spaghetti and meatballs? Like, it's kind of expensive, but Tomaselli's down the road. It's big portions. Like, I think it's like $15, $15 for a serving. But I guarantee you and your wife could eat, like, order one serving. You guys could both eat on that and still have enough left over for little man. They give you 2 pieces of garlic bread. It is delicious. The lasagna,
I don't know, man. My kid is eating like a freaking freight train lately. Every time we're eating, after he eats and then we're eating, he's coming to us trying to get food left and right. Like he is a garbage disposal.
I know, it's crazy. Like Lucy does the same thing. I'll bet that kid eats like a horse. It's good. It's like, all right, man, my kid's eating, growing. Yeah, wait till that food bill hits. Like they're 5, 6, 7 years old. So it's crazy. They go into the eating stage, like grum, 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 and then they like become picky eaters. Chicken nuggets, hot dogs, corn dogs, and like small crazy food like that. Mac and cheese,
ramen,
and then it like goes into like everything, and then it goes back. It's such a wave. It's like a roller coaster of what they like to eat. It's so cool, cool.
Yeah, even with him being sick, he's freaking spiking temps here, left and right here, just frustrating. But he's still eating like a champ. I mean,
that's awesome.
He's either not hungry or he is hungry, but when he does eat, like, kid can eat. That's for sure.
I swear to God, now that like I'm coming over there every Wednesday or Sunday, he's getting more used to me. So every time I pick him up, he's not crabby. Yeah. But I swear to God, the kid weighs at least 5 pounds more every week. Like he's getting big. It's awesome.
It's because I'm not changing his diaper before he comes to you.
Yeah. All right. That's funny because I'm done holding a kid with a poopy diaper. David.
Yo.
It's time.
It's time for what?
It's time
for what? Jokes of the week. Woo woo. Yeah. You get to go first.
All right. So it's not really a dad joke, but it's a joke. It's considered excuse me. It's considered a joke. It is probably the oldest joke in the book. It's related to our Super Bowl theme jokes. It's a sports joke, but you probably know the answer. But why doesn't South Dakota have a professional football team? Because Minnesota would want one too. Yeah, take that, Vikings fans. You and your empty, dusty trophy case.
Drew's a Vikings fan, so he might defend us.
Oh, shoot. Sorry, Drew. I don't really care about your feelings. That's awesome.
So mine's kind of like it's not really a dad joke, but it's like it's considered a joke, but it's like a riddle, or not like a riddle, but I don't know. It's a joke, but it's like kind of a long one.
That's what she said.
You're canceled.
Sorry, YouTube, but we should have hey, before we start the episode and you finish your joke, we should probably put like rated R, not for pirates.
Yes. All right.
Let's hear it. Let's hear your riddle-ish joke, long thingy.
So I also did the theme for the Super Bowl, and it's titled Blonde at the Super Bowl. So a guy took his blonde girlfriend to the Super Bowl game. They had great seats right behind their team's bench. After the game, he asked her how she liked it. "Oh, I really liked it," she replied, "especially the tight pants and all the big muscles. But I just couldn't understand why they were killing each other over 25 cents." Dumbfounded, her boyfriend asked, "What do you mean?" "Well, they flipped a coin, one team got it, and then for the rest of the game, all they kept screaming was, 'Get the quarterback! Get the quarterback!'" I'm like, "Hello, it's only 25 cents." That's a good one.
That is a good one. I like that.
Oh, look at
All
that. We
right.
made it an hour.
That's awesome. Before we shut her off, guys, we don't have anything updated for next week because that's Sunday's dinner topics, if we could ever get to that. But yeah, we will. We'll get some episodes planned for next week. It's going to be a surprise for you guys what we're talking about next week. A couple more weeks we got left, and we're going to throw another guest on. So that's always a fun experience. Nobody's going to be the best like John was, or maybe everybody will be like John. But no, it was fun having John on, and I look forward to many, many, many more guest speakers and talking about what they're good at and what they're not good at. So yeah.
Heck yeah, guys. For those of you that tuned in and watched, Drew.
Drew.
There's one other one. I couldn't see who it was, but thanks a lot, guys. I know this topic might have been not that entertaining for some of you, but hey, not every week is going to be as entertaining as the next. So we apologize if we kind of put you to sleep, but we promise we will have more content, a little bit more exciting stuff coming. So stay tuned and we'll keep you posted, and we will be back next week. So
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, guys. And don't be afraid to go check us out on YouTube now. Hashtag, at lowercase Midwest Dad Squad. And then Facebook Live, Midwest Dad Squad. Just look us up. You should be able to find us. So hit that like and subscribe button as well. So
heck yeah, good stuff. It was actually, even though I don't like talking about sports, it was a good episode to show everybody that I'm a complete idiot when it comes to sports. But always fun, great episode. We'll see you guys next week.
Absolutely. Peace out,
night,
guys.
everyone.
See you later.